This is Izzy, and I'm leading you today in our 5-day meditation challenge. Now, of course, you can watch this live or you can watch this on a replay. Comments are greatly appreciated, and we will start this morning with the meditation, go through a little bit of explanation, and then we'll repeat the meditation again. We'll be doing this every morning for 5 days in a row in order to help establish meditation as a daily ritual. Now, to meditate, you do not need a guide. To meditate, you do not need to empty your mind. To meditate, all you simply need to do is come with a willing heart and an open mind and explore your breath, your inner body, which we call the subtle body, and to allow yourself to believe that it is possible that you can meditate. There are several different meditation styles. However, what we'll be practicing this week is mindful meditation. In these mindful meditations this week, it's an introductory, so beginners are more than welcome, but it's also a time to practice together. So whether you're watching this live or replay, we're still in it doing the meditation daily. Now, there are beliefs of what's called Shambhala, which is this universal consciousness being uplifted and we're creating peace in the world. And maybe that helps you in your motivation to meditate every day. Or maybe it's the physical and mental benefits that will help you and also trickle into anyone that you might live with or share time with, such as increased ability for improving the immune system, so your immune system will get better, your stress levels will go down, your ability to respond, so to have that little pause before you respond back instead of reacting. Your mood overall will improve, and that tends to affect the way people respond to you as well. So when you're showing up in life, suddenly it's like everyone's nicer to me, life seems happier, life seems better, and it's because people are sensing the change in you and they're responding to the change that you've created within yourself. So meditation can seem very magical, however, it's also very simple. The biggest and most challenge is to show up every day for yourself and for Shambhala, or to improve your mood, to show up better for your family and friends. All right, so let's get started with our first meditation. You can sit in a chair, or you can sit on the floor, or even in bed, cross-legged. You can be leaning back. That is perfectly fine. You can also be seated upright. Just make sure that if you are seated in the chair, that your legs are uncrossed. And you can start by looking down past the nose. And this is, in yoga, we call our drishti, our focus, where our eyes go. Or you can close your eyes if you're ready. And we'll start with the top of the head, the very tip top of the head, just bringing it in line with the tailbone as much as possible. See if you can feel your right and left side. So how your bottom sits into the surface. See if you can relax your shoulders down, let your elbows feel heavy. You might even rest your palms in your lap. And palms down, palms up, either one is fine. Notice your breath. First, we start with awareness. Notice, is it shallow? Is it very small? Is it very deep? Is it short or is it long? Where do you feel your breath most in your body? And again, notice your right side, your left side. Do you feel symmetry on both sides of the body? Feeling your inhale, feeling your exhale. Notice in your body where you feel your breath the most. Notice if you need to adjust your posture in any way to help you breathe deeper. Notice, is there any tension? Are you clinging anywhere in the body? And maybe that's a big tense and release in order to discover that. Or maybe you'd like to give your body a little scan, feeling the feet, the knees, the hips, the ribs, shoulders, neck, the head resting on your spine, shoulders over hips. Taking another deep breath. Notice tension in the eyes, cheeks, or jaw. As you can loosen your jaw, you can loosen your hips. And let's rest here for 5 more breaths. And when you're ready, just feeling your feet in the floor, feeling your hands in your lap. You might start to wiggle a little and slightly blink your eyes open. And hello, greetings from Miami. Well, I'm in Kentucky, so we are quite cold here today. It's not quite as bad as up north, where I think some people are starting to get snow as well. But yes, it's chilly, as you can see. I've got my little sweater poncho on. So we're going to do another meditation. And I'm going to speak to you a little bit about mindfulness meditation and how meditation and having a mindful life go hand in hand. I find many people can be mindful and have a mindful life and not do meditation. And that creates a lot of questioning, going, okay, well, I want to have a mindful life, but I don't want to meditate. Can I do that? Yes, you can. And the average meditation teacher would probably not say that, because meditation is the practice. Meditation is where you can discover if you're being as mindful as you'd like to be. Meditation is like the gym, the mental gym for checking in with ourselves, strengthening ourselves, gaining all of those benefits, and allowing ourselves to also peel back the layers. And it's kind of like a flower. You know, when a flower hasn't fully bloomed yet, and you could peel back the layers to get to the center. And as you peel back those layers, sometimes the petal might spring back in, and you would have to keep peeling it. And so meditation is a daily practice, and it can be a weekly practice as well, or maybe you have a monthly practice, but it's a practice, and a practice means that there is no finish line. There is no, I finished the race, I'm done, and now I have a mindful life, and I don't have to meditate, the same as I used to, or I don't have to meditate anymore. So meditation means it's a practice. So we are constantly intaking information all day long. We are also living by our own stories all day long. And when we allow ourselves to sit in meditation, we are calming, we are settling, and we can go even deeper into meditation when we move past just mindfulness and we can observe not only the turbulence that's going on in our mind, but maybe those deeper, subtle layers as well. So, mindfulness meditation we will be practicing, and it's very important because if you find yourself in habits, and that should be you, that should be every human, we should have habits. However, if you find yourself in habits that you don't like, or you don't want, or you're unaware of, this is where meditation can play a huge life-changing role for you. So what do I mean by that? Well, we form habits by something that we do daily or consistently. This could be a way that we think, this could be an action that we do. And they do not form in our memory center. So sometimes, no, not sometimes, most of the time, we are working on habits or we're performing habits and they're not in the front of our mind. They're not in our conscious mind. So we're doing them without awareness. We bring awareness to them by being in the moment. We practice being in the moment by practicing meditation. Meditation is like going to the gym. You wouldn't go in and you wouldn't just lift 200 pounds instantly if you hadn't been to the gym in a while. Even if you hadn't been to the gym in a while, you'd still need to work back up. You'd get there faster, but you'd still need to work back up to it. And if you're brand new, you might just start with the 5-pound weights. And that's what I ask of you, is to try meditation and try it for just 5 minutes a day. And so I have in my group and on the YouTube channel a very simple 5-minute meditation that you could utilize every single day. All right, so we're going to do another meditation here today. We did one, had a little info, and now we're on for our second meditation. Similar to the first one, we are working on bringing in awareness. Awareness. All right, so sitting in your chair or sitting on the floor. You can look down past your nose or you can close your eyes, whichever one is more comfortable for you. And let's just start with 3 deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. One more time. Notice, is there any tension in your body? Are you clenching maybe your glutes or hips? Are you tensing your jaw or shoulders? Notice where you might have tension in the body. And we'll scan through the body to see where that tension might be, starting with the feet. Notice your feet. Notice, is there any tension? Notice the inside of your feet, the outside of your feet, your toes, your heels. Notice, does it feel tense? And then we'll tense it by scrunching it up, tensing your feet as tight as you can. Take a breath while it's tense. And on that exhale, release it. And notice, do your feet feel more relaxed than they were previously? You most likely were holding tension habitually. Notice from the ankles to the knees. Notice from the knees to the hips. Notice the hips. And then we're going to squeeze the glutes, squeeze the hips. Give them a big squeeze. Deep breath. Exhale, release. Notice the back. Notice the shoulders. Notice your shoulder, right shoulder, left shoulder. Notice if you feel disconnected from your shoulders, and if so, that's okay. That's your observation. We're not judging. We're just becoming aware. So see what you notice, and then let's shrug the shoulders, tense the shoulders, bring them up towards the ears, scrunch, tense, tighten, deep breath. Exhale, release them down. Notice if you feel any difference. And then for a fun one, check in with the neck, and then we'll check in with the face. And then we're going to tense the face. Tense it all up, scrunch your nose, squeeze it all in. Deep breath. And then exhale, release the face. Notice your body, scanning from the top of the head down through the spine. Through the spine branches out your nervous system, and each section of nervous system is often referred to as the chakras. Notice your shoulder and heart region. Notice behind the diaphragm or at the base of the ribs. Notice behind the belly button. Notice within the sacral, within the hips, all the way down to the tip of the tailbone. And again, notice if any tension came back into your hips or knees. Again, it could be habitual tension that we just need to continue to bring focus to, mindfulness to. Notice your breath. Even the way you breathe is habitual. And we can reset that breathing pattern in meditation. Taking a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more time. And here we can set an intention for the rest of the day. Set an intention to be more aware. And tell this to yourself, I set an intention to be more aware. And as you become more aware today, maybe you'd like to focus on that particular spot that kept clenching, or the breath to keep resetting. Notice what you'd like to be more aware of within your own bubble, within your own container of what you can actually control. This is what you can control. You can control the focus of your breath. You can control your awareness to keep resetting and focusing and tuning in all day long. Maybe it's every time you hear the sound of a bell. Maybe it's every time a notification pops up on your phone that you pause, that you check in with that spot, or you check in with your breath. Let's take one more deep breath. And then as you're ready, you can wiggle, you can shake. Maybe you take some stretches, and then gently begin to open your eyes. Thank you for joining me on our second meditation for this morning. So it is bright and early here in Louisville, Kentucky, which is me with no makeup. So if you tune into my pages normally, I am normally full-fledged put together. So there's no shame, right? Meditation's all about just honoring where you're at. It's about being the observer without judgment. And so honoring yourself where you're at. And we utilize meditation a lot in all of my programs. And our program that we're doing right now, we are working on eating and our relationship with food and our relationship with our healthy lifestyle. Oh, thank you, Susie. So we are working on particularly our relationship with food and our healthy lifestyle, healthy habits. Maybe it's just waking up every morning and drinking water and noticing the relationship between that. Maybe it's stress management in general. Maybe it's that you have emotional eating. Maybe you're forgetting to brush your teeth every morning, or you're taking care of everyone else, but you're not taking care of yourself. What is it that you keep saying you wish you could do for yourself, or that you wish you could work on, but you can never seem to find the right energy or the right time? So if you'd like to join me in the program, it's called From Moving from Frantic and Fragmented into Feeling Focused and Feeling Whole. It's part of our Well Nourished Life program, which if you're not in the group, please join it. It's free. We have lots of little challenges that happen, and I do lots of talks and and things. We did food prepping and meal prepping yesterday, which was fun. And we are doing our 10-day reset starting today, which is why some of you might be watching this video. And we'll be doing meditation each day to really manage that stress, because as we manage our stress, it improves our digestive system as well. And as we improve our digestive system, amazing things happen, because your gut is actually what's giving your mind the energy and direction of thought. So as we manage our stress and we also improve the quality of bacteria that we put into our stomach and into our gut, our flora, it will actually change our ability to be happier, to think positive, to make better choices. Now, we can also approach this with just the mind as well. And as we change our thoughts, or we bring awareness to our thoughts, that we can change up how we're thinking as well, or at least we can calm it and settle it. I'm also a hypnotherapist, and we do hypnotherapy within my group settings as well. Got the skill, we got to utilize it. Makes big changes really fast. You can rewrite habits, even down to compulsive eating, down to drinking. So alcoholism is definitely one. We can even work on things like fertility and our mindset, because our mind is so powerful. If you haven't read the book, The Biology of Belief, it references that there are Harvard research studies now that even say that we can change our DNA by meditation. So, yes. Oh, and it's so helpful for insomnia. Yes, Jennifer, you're very right. Being able to calm ourselves, being able to rewrite the patterns, And if you haven't yet, I also have a free course, an absolutely free course at FigLeaf.Yoga.com on studying the Yoga Sutras. And it's just a little intro into studying the Yoga Sutras, but I really speak about how we can rewire our mind, how we can gain control over the mind. And that's essentially what the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali is. It is a guidebook to gaining control over your mind. And so we do just a little bit of the first book. It's very eye-opening, and I talk about meditation and talk about hypnotherapy and things of that sort to allow it to be a resource to you. So whichever method you choose, even if it's just showing up with us for these 5 days, to make it a consistent practice, because anything you can do consistently, you can rewire your mind to think, act, or perform in that way. So maybe it's that you set an intention today. Like I've noticed, and I keep playing with it, like my right hip keeps tensing and my knee keeps coming in, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to really have to work on that today. And it can be just as simple as watching your breath. Now, for those who attend every day, and that doesn't have to be live, you can also watch it on a replay. So you can invite friends over to watch this as well. Those who watch or participate every day for the 5 days will be entered to win my full meditation course, which teaches you all the basics and like at least 8 different styles of meditation, so that you can be able to prescribe yourself what type of meditation you need in the moment. That is going to be starting soon, and so whoever can attend all will get entered to win a free spot in that. Pretty cool, right? So the course will be going for it'll be going for $97 once we get started. Now, I will offer the last day a special promo price for those who are attending as well, but it will. I think I might let 3 people in free. How about that? 3 people in for free who are attending the challenge. So thank you all so much, and I hope you have a lovely Monday, and that it's calm and mindful and peaceful, and I wish you all the best. You are whole, you are enough, and you are worthy. Mwah.